Welcome friends. Stop scrolling. Solve these economics MCQs before the answer appears. Think you are an economics expert. Prove it with questions. Follow for daily UGC NET, CUET, RBI grade B2 questions for competition. So first question is, in a closed economy, which of the following statement is true? GDP is equal to GNP. GDP is greater. GDP is less than GNP. D cannot be determined. Answer is A. GDP is equal to GNP. In a closed economy, there is no international trade or factor income from abroad. Therefore, gross domestic product equals gross national product, since net factor income from abroad is zero. Question number 2. What does individual vulnerability refer to in the context of economics? A. The threat to intellectual property. B. The threat of exploitation. C. Threat to health. D. Threat of poverty. Answer is the threat of poverty. Individual vulnerability in economics refers to the susceptibility of an individual or household to fall in poverty due to shocks such as job loss, illness, natural disasters. It is the key concept in poverty analysis and social protection policies. Now some questions from money supply and monetary policy. Which of the following is not a component of reserve money in India? A. Currency in circulation. B. Bankers deposit with RBI. Demand deposit of banks or other deposits with RBI. Answer is C. Demand deposits of banks. Reserve money, that is M0, consists of currency in circulation plus bankers deposits with RBI and other deposits with RBI. Demand deposits of banks are part of M1, that is narrow money, not MO or M0. Question number 6. As per the RBI Act 1934, under which section was the Monetary Policy Committee constituted? MPC. A. Section 45A. B. Section 45Z. C. Section 45. Section 45ZC. Answer is C. Section 45ZB. The Monetary Policy Committee or MPC was constituted by the central government under the Section 45ZB of the Reserve Bank of India Act 1934. The MPC determines the policy repo rate required to achieve the inflation target. Question number 6. Money supply varies with changes in the monetary base. Varies dash with changes in the monetary base and dash with the currency reserve ratios. Options are A. Directly, B. Inversely, directly, C. Directly, inversely, and D is inversely. Answer is C. Directly, inversely. Money supply varies directly with changes in the monetary base. Higher base, higher money supply, and inversely with currency and reserve ratio. Higher ratio, lower money supply due to reduced money multiplier effect. Next question. Which of the following is generally called the aggregate monetary measure of money supply in India? A. M0, B. M1, C. M2, and D. M3. Answer is D. M3. M3 is broad money and it is considered the aggregate monetary measure of money supply in India. It includes M1, that is currency plus demand deposit plus time deposits with banks. M3 is the most commonly used measure for monetary policy analysis. Now question from inflation. Inflation would have the most adverse effects on which of the following group? A. Creditors or lenders. B. Debtors or borrowers. C. Real estate holders, and D. Business people. Answer is A. Creditors or lenders. Inflation erodes the real value of money. Creditors, lenders are adversely affected because they receive payment in money that has lower purchasing power than when they lent it. Debtor benefits because they repay with cheaper money. Next question. Which of the following is correctly defines WPI, that is wholesale price index, in the context of inflation? A. It measures inflation at the consumer level. B. It measures inflation at the wholesale or producer level. C. It measures only food inflation. D. It is not used for inflation measurement in India. Answer is B. It measures inflation at the wholesale or producer level. The wholesale price index measures the average change in prices of goods at wholesale level before they reach consumers, while India now primarily uses CPI for monetary policy, that is Consumer Price Index, and WPI remains an important indicator of the producer level inflation. Next question, an inflationary gap occurs when A, potential GDP is higher than real GDP. B, real GDP is higher than potential GDP. C, inflation is below the target rate. And D, there is deflation in the economy. Answer is B, the real GDP is higher than potential GDP. An inflationary gap occurs when the actual GDP exceeds the potential GDP, that is full employment output. This excess demand puts upward pressure on prices, leading to inflation. Now, some questions from fiscal policy. What is the difference between revenue expenditure and revenue receipts? A, revenue surplus, B, total expenditure, C, revenue deficit, D, total revenue. Answer is revenue. C, revenue deficit. Revenue deficit is the excess of revenue expenditure over revenue receipts. It indicates that government is using savings or borrowings to meet its day-to-day expenses, which is a sign of fiscal weakness. Next question, why are the indirect taxes are termed as regressive taxing mechanisms? A, indirect taxes are charged uniformly to all income groups. B, indirect taxes have different tax rates for different people. C, indirect taxes have a progressive tax schedule. D, none of the above. Answer is A, indirect taxes are charged uniformly to all income groups. Indirect taxes like GST, excise duty are considered regressive because they are applied uniformly regardless of income. As a percentage of income, they take a larger share from lower income group compared to higher income group, making them regressive in nature. Next question, fiscal policy refers to a policy that handles money supply and interest rates. B, policy that handles public expenditure and taxation to influence economic activity. C, policy that handles foreign exchange reserve. B, policy that handles banking regulations. Answer is B, policy that handles public expenditure and taxation to influence economic activity. Fiscal policy involves the government's use of taxation and public expenditure to direct and stimulate the level of economic activity. It is distinct from monetary policy, which is managed by the central bank. Some questions from international trade. Money can be transferred using mobile phones through the service called A, HEFT, B, ECS, C, IMPS, D, RTGS. Answer is C, IMPS. IMPS is immediate payment service, is an instant interbank electronic fund transfer system that can be accessed through mobile phones. Unlike RTGS, which is large value transactions, and ECS, which is for bulk transfers, and IMPS is especially designed for mobile-based instant transfers. Next question, Amber Box is term related to A, market access, B, transparency in governance, C, trade facilitation, D, agricultural subsidies. Answer is D, agricultural subsidies. Amber Box, often misspelled as Amber Locks, is a term used in WTO, World Trade Organization, agricultural negotiations. It refers to trade distorting agricultural subsidies that are subject to reduction commitments under the WTO Agreement on Agriculture. Next question, special economic zones are being set up by government primarily to attract A, traditional artisans, B, cooperative companies, C, foreign companies, D, local companies. Answer is foreign companies. Special economic zones are established to attract FDI, that is foreign direct investment, and promote exports. They offer various incentives, including tax benefits, simplified procedures, and better infrastructure to make India an attractive destination for foreign companies. Next questions are from development economics. Child mortality is defined as children dying before their A, first birthday, B, second birthday, C, third birthday, D, fifth birthday. Answer is D, fifth birthday. Under 5 mortality rate, U5MR measures the probability of a child dying before their fifth birthday. It is the key indicator of a country's health infrastructure and overall development. This is a distinct from infant mortality rate, which measures death before the first birthday. Next question. In the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code, IBC, the code came into force in which year? A, 2016, B, 2017, C, 2018, D, 2015. Answer is A, 2016. The Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code, IBC, was passed in May 2016 and came into force in 2016. It is consolidated and existing insolvency laws created a unified framework for resolving corporate and individual insolvency in India. Next question. The demand for labor is same as the A, marginal revenue product, B, marginal physical product, C, marginal cost, and D, wage. Answer is A, marginal revenue product. The demand for labor is derived from marginal revenue product, MRP, of labor, which is the additional revenue generated by employing one more unit of labor. A firm will hire workers as long as the MRP exceeds the wage rate. This is fundamental principle of labor economics. So that's all. If you like the video, please share and subscribe so that you can get more. Thank you.